the SSD we're putting in. This is the Lexar NM790. This is a 4 terabyte. It's got a heatsink, and it is apparently compatible with the PlayStation 5, so we shouldn't have any issues with that. I should have gotten this all opened up and ready to go. But... all right, so what we got to do, I think we just need just a Phillips head screwdriver. I think that's how we got. So I got my little one here. Fits the kind of little screw I'm thinking to hold down one of these M.2 what are these, M.2 SSDs, but who knows. I got a whole bunch over here in case that one doesn't work. So we got our PlayStation 5 out, and just make sure you've disconnected everything first. Before you did that though, make sure you powered it off completely, that it wasn't in rest mode. Otherwise, when you get everything plugged back in, it might yell at you and bitch at you for turning it off the way you did. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's your PS5, do whatever you want. But so the side we're taking off today is the side that's got the drive on it. If you have that. If you don't, well, then I don't know. And now we just got to pop this cover off here, and then we just got to, from what I understand, just pull off a lid, and then, yeah, this should just plug in. If you've ever built a PC or anything like that, this should be a no-brainer to you. If you haven't, it still should be pretty simple. I don't think you're going to have any issues here. So let's go ahead and pop this off. Now, I believe it just comes off from this corner. From what I understand, right? I don't want to fucking break it, but I looked up the directions on the PlayStation website, and it said what we want to do. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. That's giving me some trouble. So I assume there was just a hard cut there for a second, just because this thing is giving me a lot of resistance. I don't want to break it. And it definitely feels like I'm breaking, but it says pull away and to your right. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Jesus, like how on there is this piece of shit? Holy f***. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, everything looks fine there. Yeah, nothing's broken. Okay, I guess that's what it wants. So there you go, guys. And that cover is not easy to pull off. I really thought it would just pull right away, but that thing is definitely really on there. So you're going to have to pull like a mother on that. So there you go. I mean, there's your warning right there. So yeah, just be wary that it's not easy to take off there. And all right, so now we should have a cover right around here. All right, here it is. And yeah, it's a smaller Phillips head. We should be able to use this one. There we go. I still can't. I'm shocked at how hard that cover was to take off. That legit just feels like you're gonna break it. So I guess just try to be as careful as you can be with that. But at the same time, it's like it is what it is. If that's how hard it is to take that thing off, well, so be it, I guess. But yeah, okay. So now. Should be, yep, there's some connections down here, and there's a little screw right here. Let's see if I can get in there. Yeah, sorry about the jerky camera here, but let's see what I can show you. So right in here, so facing down and away from the fan, there's the connectors right there, and it's just gonna slide right in there. And then here you got your little screw right there, and that's gonna hold the card down. So here we go, and we'll just, oh Jesus. And again, so here's the SSD. Actually, I'm trying to get oriented here with the camera. Can you zoom in on that? Or focus, actually? It just doesn't want to do it. Yeah, sorry, my camera can suck sometimes. It's a nice camera, but it has a hard time switching focus. Yeah, so here we go. This should just connect right in here. Just gotta make sure it's lined up properly, so. Come on now, get in there. I feel like, there it goes, okay. That's what's up. So now we're just going to put that screw back on. Here we go. We're going to take this screw actually, and we're going to move it down. So this will just hold the SSD in place. And I wish I had a magnetic screwdriver here. It'd make this a little bit simpler, but okay, so here we go. And we're just going to, and yeah, this is lined up pretty nice. So depending on the size of the SSD you got, it could take up the whole chamber here, but depending on where it fits, like in what size you got, like a 1 or 2 terabyte, or which I got is the 4 terabyte, which I think is the max size you can go on these. But yeah, this only takes up about 75%. Well, it's about 2/3 of the space here. But yeah, you just screw it in wherever. So now the screw goes in this back and it's holding this SSD down. Now you don't want to do it too tight, but you do want to make sure that it's down because you don't want that thing coming loose in there. And that should be it. So now would actually be a good time too, if the inside of your case is dirty, you might want to clean this thing out. But yeah, mine actually somehow after all of these years stayed pretty clean. So it's not that bad. I'm kind of shocked. And we're just going to go ahead and put this big screw back in. And that's like pretty much all there is to it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go set up the camera and whatnot. Unfortunately, I can't record the actual like boot up menu. Like Sony doesn't let you do that for whatever reason. So what I need to do is I'm just going to have to film my TV screen. But what we're going to do is we're going to fire this up because I believe there's going to be some formatting things that this thing's going to want you to do. So we're going to just go over that real quick and then we'll just wrap up this video. Stick around though. Let's put this lid back on real quick just to see if it's as hard to put back on as it was to take off, because holy f***, man, what a nightmare that was. And again, I'm just telling you, like, however hard you think this thing is to get off, it's 10 times harder than that. So, I mean, there you go. But see, now it slides into place here. You're supposed to lift up and slide it here, but all it did was just want me to yank it the f off. So, holy sh**. Here we go, though. I think this is it. Now, I apologize for the crappy way I have to capture this footage. And again, I just got my camera pointed at my screen. Because, yeah, as far as I know, yep, but here you go. So we just, we got my PS5 hooked back up and we just turned it on. So this is what I was expecting. So to use your M.2 SSD, you need to format it. When you format, all data on it will be deleted. That's fine, it's brand new. If you want to continue using your PS5 without formatting your M.2, turn off your PS5 and then remove your M.2. Okay, thanks for that. Note that saved data, screenshots, and video clips can't be saved in M.2 SSD forwarded storage. Yeah, all right, that's fine. I just want to save game data and stuff in it. So, format. And here we go. I don't know how long this is going to take. Could just take a second, or it could take a really long time, depending on, okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be like a quick format, or if it's, well, there you go. The read speed of your M.2 SSD is as follows. Read speed, 6,543 megabytes per second. Which I believe is faster than the actual PlayStation 5 internal storage. So obviously that's good. Change where your games are installed. Go to settings, storage, installation, location, blah, blah, blah. Cool, done. So I think we're all set there. All right, and the last thing that we got to do here after this, still in the menu, you want to go up to the settings really quick. And then you want to go to storage. All right. And then you want to go to this right here, M.2 SSD storage, and you can now change, oh, I'm sorry, you want to go to installation location, there we go. And this is where you can pick now to have the new things that you install on the M.2 SSD. So I've got PS5 games and apps and PS4 games and apps. You can see you could either choose console storage or M.2. Just change both of those to the M.2 there, and then after you start installing stuff, because last night I was installing stuff for like 4 hours, and yeah, so it just automatically put it all into the SSD. So that's cool, and that's pretty much all you need to do there. And then if you want to move stuff over from like your console storage, like I did, just to free up a little bit of space for like updates and stuff like that, you click on this, then you go to games and apps, and then this stuff will load up here. And then all you got to do is you just select what you want to do. So like Hot Wheels Unleashed, then you can just do select items to move, and then you can just do that right here. So then you just select the games you want to move over there, and then you're good to go. So there you go. It's not exactly rocket science putting that M.2 card in there. You just got to take the top case off. You got to unscrew a couple screws. You got to put the M.2 drive in there, screw it down, put it back together, hook it back up, and turn on your PlayStation 5 and let it do the rest. I mean, it was pretty simple. I think the entire process took me about 15 minutes from start to finish. So not too much to do there. It was very straightforward. I'm kind of curious though, if you did do this process yourself, I'm wondering if it was easier for you to take your PlayStation 5 apart, or if it also gave you a tougher time like it did for me. I'm guessing maybe mine's just, I know it's one of the very first models, so maybe it's older, maybe the top is just harder to get off just because. I'm not really sure, but let me know in the comments. And thank you guys for watching this video, and we'll definitely see you on the next one.